The viral headline about what is happening right now to Serena Williams is part of a common internet storytelling style that uses emotional language to suggest crisis or tragedy, but in reality there is no verified evidence of any current heartbreaking situation in her life. Instead, what is actually happening is a major life transition following her retirement from professional tennis, where she has moved away from the constant intensity of competition and into a more private, diversified, and family-focused phase of life. Williams officially stepped away from full-time tennis after the 2022 US Open, closing a historic career that included 23 Grand Slam singles titles and decades of dominance that reshaped women's tennis. And since then her public presence has naturally changed because she is no longer competing on the WTA Tour week after week, which was once the primary reason she dominated global sports headlines. After retirement, she has shifted her energy toward business and entrepreneurship, including venture capital investments, fashion projects, and brand development, showing a deliberate move into long-term financial and creative ventures rather than daily athletic competition. She co-founded her venture capital firm Serena Ventures, which focuses on investing in early-stage companies, particularly those founded by women and underrepresented entrepreneurs, reflecting her long-standing interest in using her platform for broader impact beyond sports. Alongside this, she has also continued to influence the fashion world through her clothing line and collaborations, where she blends athletic identity with modern design, further expanding her presence in industries outside tennis. On a personal level, Williams has also been focused heavily on family life, especially raising her two daughters, which has become one of her primary priorities after years of an extremely demanding professional schedule. For someone who spent most of her life traveling the world for tournaments, training sessions, and media commitments, retirement has allowed her to slow down and experience a more stable daily routine, something that can easily be misunderstood online as withdrawal or struggle when it is actually a normal and often desired shift in lifestyle. She has shared glimpses of motherhood and family life through interviews and social media, showing a different but still active and engaged version of herself. The idea that something is hard to watch often comes from fans adjusting emotionally to the absence of a familiar public figure from regular competition. During her career, Serena was a constant presence in major finals, rivalries, and championship moments, so her retirement naturally creates a sense of loss for audiences who associated her identity with live competition. This psychological gap is sometimes filled by exaggerated headlines that suggest decline or distress even when none is confirmed. In reality, what people are witnessing is not a downfall but a redefinition of identity after leaving elite sport, which is one of the most intense professional environments in the world. It is also important to understand that elite athletes often experience a major shift in public attention after retirement. When they are actively competing, every match, injury, or victory becomes global news, but once they step away, media coverage becomes more selective, often focusing on appearances, business ventures, or major life milestones rather than daily performance. This change in visibility can create the illusion that something negative is happening, when in fact it is simply a reduction in media exposure. Williams has also remained culturally influential even without competing. She continues to be invited to major events, participates in interviews, and is regularly recognized as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Her influence extends beyond tennis into discussions about equality in sports, representation, and the evolution of women's athletics. Even in retirement, her legacy continues to shape conversations in global sports culture. From a broader perspective, what is actually happening in Serena Williams' life is a transition that many elite athletes go through, moving from peak performance years into a phase focused on legacy, business, family, and personal fulfillment. There is no confirmed tragedy or distress behind the headline, only a change in rhythm from public competition to private and professional diversification. The emotional framing of such headlines is often designed to attract clicks rather than accurately reflect reality. In summary, Serena Williams is not experiencing a hidden crisis or heartbreaking downfall. She is living a post-retirement life that includes entrepreneurship, motherhood, and continued cultural influence. The hard-to-watch narrative reflects audience nostalgia for her playing days rather than any actual verified struggle.